I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what, there's like a lot.
And women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots, and all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
That attitude is disgusting.
Okay, your reaction to it. By the way, pop your glasses off.
Oh yeah, so I can't read the chat anymore.
Your reaction to the video?
I feel like he's like literally just like saying that like a body count kind of just like changes like who you are as a person, and just like it like affects your like morals, but like it just like that's just not how it works. And like I have a fairly low body count, but like my body count compared to like someone who's like 15, like we could have like the exact same morals, like that doesn't change anything, or we can want the same thing in life, like it just really doesn't change anything.
Was he saying like, oh, like put the body counts of these women's on their head and like
their forehead
on their forehead, and like the true body count, or what?
Yes. You watched the video, right?
I think so. I couldn't hear anything. I'm like kind of deaf.
Yeah, I'm
actually like really deaf. Like he's talking so fast.
Basically, what he's saying is all the world's problems would be fixed if women.
All of the problems.
I mean,
only women had their body count,
world
or
hunger.
everyone had their body count.
It's a bit of hyperbole, but he's saying women, if they have their body count on their forehead right here, it would fix everything, fix all the problems in the world. Now, I think more specifically, let's try to keep it within the context of dating, but your reaction to that statement. And we're going to go around the table. I'm going to get up for just a sec, so just continue on along the panel.
Okay.
Actually, I'll listen. I'll say it. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just think that like I can see how a lot of men think that, oh, women are ran through or whatever. But like I don't know, like that's not going to solve everything, you know? But I know that body count does matter to a lot of people. It matters to me, and it matters like to people who want like, especially people who want marriage first, like religious people. It matters, but not to that extent, is what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I kind of agree with Aline. I guess it's like personal preference, but like how he's saying like, oh, like all women, like, okay, like if you want to be like that, then why not like everyone? I don't know. I guess it's really like what you want out of someone. If you feel a certain way about someone having like a high body count, then like that's you, you know, like do what you want to do.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's like a double standard with body count. Like men, especially like in their friend circles, are praised for like having a higher body count, while like women are demonized for it. So I don't know. I don't think it's that important. I don't think there's that much.
Can we do it after the show? Is that okay?
Yeah. Personally, I don't think body count matters at all. And I'm coming from a perspective of someone who dates women. So I don't think body count matters at all. A person's body count doesn't determine what kind of person they are. And so I feel like anyone who does say that, like, oh, they can't have over this amount of bodies is just kind of seeing women as property and not as actual people.
Natasha.
Body count does matter. 1,000,000%.
We have Natasha Tate in the building, by the way, guys. Is it super overexposed, guys?
Yeah. I like how you can see the screen through my glasses. But yeah, body count does matter, and especially matters to men. I was thinking about this while I was watching the video. Like, if you put your body count on your forehead, and men, this is kind of like a weird example, but let's say like guys were out roaming free, and they were able to be like, you know, let's say they were able to stand next to the girl that they find more desirable based on their body count. They're going to gravitate towards the girls with the lower body count. And now if the roles were reversed and guys' body counts were on their forehead, I think a lot of girls would go for the guys with the higher body counts.
No,
I don't think that's true.
I don't think so.
Body count, it really doesn't matter for men. Because when...
For men to have a high body count?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've seen this happen in my own life, and I've experienced this, like... And I hear it from guys in my friend group. They're all young and, you know, having fun, doing whatever. But it's like when they have a hookup, they genuinely do not care about that girl beyond the physical realm. They do not care about if she dies tomorrow. Like, but for women, they have sex with a guy, and they could be hooked on him for months. And women are just designed to be that way. Like, we are supposed to be loyal to the person that we're sexual with, and we are supposed to trust them and all that stuff. But guys, they can just f around and not care about girls. And yeah,
So my question is, like, you're saying that body count does matter, but you're saying that you would prefer a guy with a higher body count.
I would prefer a guy that's more experienced.
Wait, hold on. Natasha, I got to challenge you on this one. Okay. In one of the last podcasts, I don't remember which one it was, you said that you wouldn't want a guy that had a body count over 5.
I remember saying that.
Is that still the case? Or?
No, it isn't. I realized after the podcast that it's unrealistic.
That's true.
She's adjusted her stance on this. Okay.
So if you were a guy, would you want a girl with a lower body count?
If I were a guy, would I want a girl with a lower body count? I would not. That one's hard because I am a woman and I don't judge women based on their body counts.
Yeah.
I don't like you guys said, it doesn't really change who a person is.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard one because I'm not a guy.
Yeah.
And I want to believe that guys could look beyond body count and all that stuff, but I think...
But you're saying that body count does matter.
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, you're saying, I want a guy with a higher body count.
I would like a guy who's more experienced.
And you're saying that, like, body count for women, how would you say, like, a woman should have her body count? Should it be high or low or what? Like, you don't have to pretend you're a guy. You're just like... In this day society, girls our age, like, how high or low should our body count be?
I don't think there's a number that I can say that a woman should be within, but I think
you don't have to do a number, just high or low.
I mean, I think low.
And guys should be high.
I don't think they should, but like if it is high, I don't think it matters so much.
Does it matter if a girl's body count is high?
I think
if
like,
you ask, just like for friends, like if you're friends with a girl who had a high body count versus a girl with a lower body count, does that matter?
No, doesn't matter.
Okay. So, what about
but
yourself?
In relationships and dating
and yourself, like, would it matter if you had a higher body count or a lower body count? How high would your self-worth be in your own self?
I believe that when you have a higher body count, there's a good chance that somewhere along the line you put yourself below the standard that you really could be at. You know, not every guy that you meet at a party is going to be a good man and who's going to treat you right? So if my body count was high, that means I was sleeping around with a lot of dudes that really didn't deserve me to be that way. And as for my self-esteem, that kind of does play into it, because having a lower body count means that I'm being more selective, because I know I deserve the guys that are higher quality.
So you're saying that guys with high body count but are more experienced, but that means that they don't get with girls, they don't pick girls who are more loving, and they tend to not have those meaningful relationships that you might want in a guy.
Yeah.
And so they're having a lot of meaningless sex.
Yeah.
And so that's not necessarily something that you might want in a guy. And also, if he has a low body count, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's unexperienced. It could be like he's been in a long relationship and he's learned how to satisfy a woman. Obviously, he knows how to do all of that, but he just has a low body count. It doesn't mean he's not experienced. So what's your take on that?
I think that is true.